Hi guys, this is Dee here, just keeping it real estate. Today I want to keep it more real though. I've been sharing lately with my friends about how I've seen life progress for me just in this last year. And so I've been doing a lot of reflecting back to moments in time in the past where I've just had things that happened that kind of like set it up for me to be here at this place, and not even realizing what was happening to me when those situations or those instances occurred. About 3 years ago, I started hearing God speak to me. And the funny thing is, at the time, I didn't know it was God, and I didn't know He was setting me up to be where I am right now. Let me share the story before I sound crazy. So some time ago, there are things that I started doing in my life, not realizing what I was doing or why I was doing it. I just knew that I heard a voice say to do it, and so I did it. So I started a blog, and at the time it was just a blog about my personal life or personal experiences and sharing things like that, sharing tips and fashion and things of that nature. So I did the blog. I wasn't really feeling passionate about it. I love writing. I enjoy writing, but for some reason I couldn't commit to the blogging consistently. But I continued to do it. I started that blog, and then I did another blog that focused on thrifting and sharing thrifting excursions that my sister and I would go on. At that time, I didn't know that that was setting me up to be able to sit down and actually write a book that will be coming out soon. So I feel like God telling me to start that blog was His way of saying, hey, I want you to feel comfortable to sit down 3 years or 4 years later, maybe 5 years later, and write a book and be okay with sharing your feelings and be okay with sharing your emotions with people. Then about 2 years ago, I was riding down the road in the car just thinking, because I'm always thinking, and a voice came to me and said, you should sign up for It Works. And I was like, I should sign up for It Works. Never wanted to do It Works, never. I mean, I've seen a lot of the women sharing it and promoting it, but I never wanted to do it. But I did better than I thought I would. I had people sign up and, were really interested in the product. And now that I look back on it, that was God's way of teaching me or showing me that how to promote and handle a business, promote a business, market a business, strategize and find ways to make it successful. Nobody markets and promotes themselves like an It Works girl. That's just my opinion. So I felt like that was God's way of setting me up to be able to promote and market myself for the things that I'm going to be doing now and in the future. Then I was sitting at home one day, and God spoke vividly and said, you should go to real estate school. I should go to real estate school? So I called my brother-in-law, who's been an agent and actually a broker now for over the past 10 years. And I said, hey, Guy, I think I'm going to go to real estate school. And he was like, I think you should. So like, okay, I'm going to go to real estate school. And that decision is the decision that really pretty much changed everything for me. And I know y'all have heard me talk about how things have progressed in my life before, but I want to share with you just how it happened and how God set it up for things to happen to get me to where I always wanted to be. Like, I always wanted to be. I've never wanted to work for anyone. But I felt like with my circumstances, I got pregnant at 18, raised my daughter as a single parent. I didn't feel like I had options growing up or while I was raising her to do anything different other than working. I did what I saw my mother do. I worked to provide for my daughter and I. I never had an idea that entrepreneurship, I knew I wanted entrepreneurship. I just didn't believe that I could be successful at it. And so for God to show me and prepare me and plan this out for me, and for me to actually listen and follow, is something that I'm so grateful that I actually did. So I say all of this to say, if there's something that you want to do and there's just been this voice that's been continuously telling you to do things, I suggest you listen. I encourage you to listen. This is what could be setting you up to become or do what it is you always wanted to do. So I hope that if you take anything away from this, even if you don't feel it right now, know that you're powerful, you're capable. You are able to be, do, see, have, create anything. Create anything that you want to have in this life. I do talk myself out of things. I listen, and some days I'm like, you want me to do what? and I sit on it, but eventually I come back to it and I just do it. Like keeping it real estate, this was something that came to me as a small voice, and I said, well, let me move on, let me act on it, and I'm glad that people are enjoying it and watching it. And even if no one watched it, I'm still happy that I actually did it. I accomplished something, and I've been consistent with it for at least, it's been what, this is number 4. I'm feeling real good about it. And at the end of the day, that's what I chase. I chase the feeling of feeling good about what I'm doing and who I'm becoming. I can't honestly say that I've always felt that way, but the fact that God has been preparing me to be who I've always seen myself as in my head, it's just the best feeling in the world. So I'm asking you, begging you, pleading with you, listen, take the steps, make the move, take the jump, take the leap, whatever you want to call it, just do it. As always, I thank you for watching, I thank you for listening to me talk, and I thank you for even considering what I'm saying, okay? If you guys have any questions, of course, as always, feel free to ask me. Thanks, guys.